Shalom, first and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, Rabbans of the apostles and elders, great most that I do the will. Shalom to you, I can spread his word, pursue sincerity and charity. I'm sorry. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Sorry, let me do it from the top. Alright, Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, I do the will. Shalom to you, I can spread his word. Spread his word with true sincerity and charity. The name of the Holy Father is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he delivers or he saves. That's the true name of the Holy Father's only begotten Son, who will be saving and delivering the elect of Israel. It consists of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and speckled birds that may look like other nations, but it is sea line their fathers. Tracing lineage back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Bahashem Kakodash for common spirit. Kodash means holy, as in the Holy Spirit that guides us to do lessons of truth, and charity. Without further ado, let's hop to the lesson. And this is another Sabbath walk and talk, where I take a short walk and walk into the Spirit. I guess walk into the Spirit. But make a little short walk to get into the Spirit, and hopefully I can do an edifying lesson. Oh my goodness. Is there a sidewalk over there? I don't even know. I don't even think so. That was gonna be an easier time getting home. We'll see. Anyways, like I said, we walk to the Spirit. Hopefully I can give an edifying lesson. And all that. I mean, I'm gonna start the topic of just being circumspect, right? Just being mindful of your surroundings and how you this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So, you know what? The first thing, the reason why I bring that up right now, because the Lord put the Spirit on me to, talk about that. You know what I mean? Obviously. How am I get over there? I'll figure it out. But Lord's put the Spirit on me to think about some certain things, and I was wearing a lot of red. I'm not like gang affiliated, but people that wear a lot of red could be confused as such. I'm not saying the neighborhood that I'm in are necessarily evil or not. I'm not saying the neighborhood I am is necessarily evil or not, but it's definitely like, so you just gotta be wary of, just be mindful of. You know what I mean? I don't really, yeah. I just look crazy and just walk in there. Wasn't trying to, but I might have to. I might have no choice. But yeah, pretty much. I took off the thing. I switched out. I wanted to do this walk and talk still, so I switched my shirt with my wife real quick. Slack it. I switched my shirt. My wife was wearing like a male shirt, so please don't think I have a female shirt on right now. It's not that, you know. I switched my shirt on with my wife, you know, because my wife's not all the way in the truth. She still wears clothes that pertains to a male. You know what I mean? Something that you can't get people out of completely. But I put her shirt on, and yeah, I put the shirt she had on, and pretty much. Can I walk that way? I'm gonna try. Yeah, I put the shirt that she had on, and pretty much I made my way through there. You know what I mean? It's not really the color code. I'm wearing a lot of black even right now. I try to stay away. Well, I am wary of it. I won't say I try, because I do have a lot of black clothing, but I try to wear all black because, you know, I am wary of wearing all black. You know what I mean? Hate to be associated, because, you know, that's low-key risk witchcraft. I'm not wearing all black per se. Just wearing a lot of it. Mostly black. You might as well just be wearing all black, so let me not lie. But, you know, regardless, you know what I mean? Yeah, just something like, you know, just do some little things here and there. Just stay under the radar, you know what I mean? We're not trying to be loud and proud. We're not supposed to be the most seen person in the room. You know what I mean? Especially when we're doing stuff pertaining to the truth. We love the truth, man. You know what I mean? And we do what we can to stay into it. We follow the little things as much as you can to maintain. To maintain. Man, I really hate walking on the street. Yeah. Back to the topic of clothing. So, oh man, I hate walking on bridges. It's just a day of just doing shit I just really dislike doing. Oh man. What we doing to put your how about Shimel Shai, bro? We wade through the storm, man. We do what we can, bro, to get to your how about Shimel Shai. You know? It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. No, we're told not to fear these things. Yeah, so I mentioned that my wife didn't like. She still has like clothes that pertains to men. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was a kid. See? You know, she does clothes like she still wears pants and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things like, you know, you come into this truth. Not everybody's gonna be on the same level as you are now, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit here and there. Like, it took me like I stopped getting lineups 2024, 3. Well, it took me, even when I found out, it took me a while to not stop doing it, you know? Like, I just didn't correct the barber when he started lining me up, you know what I mean? You know, ultimately, well, I'm hopping to that in a second about the hair thing. You know, but it's like a little by little, man. We grow in this truth. Let me hop into, no, not that. Chat real quick. Scriptures about being patient with new believers. And it's not me saying my wife is a straight believer. She gets it a little bit, you know. I'm blessed with that at the very least. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to put that on her. Why would I get on the right side? Oh my fucking goodness. No, not that. Let's go. Almost ran some traffic, man. That's how you gotta be searching. That's not it. That's not it either. Comfort the feeble minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men. It's not what I'm looking for either. I mean, Proverbs 15:1 says it's good, you know. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. You know, you telling up a woman to say, you know, like Bishop Nate, he said he cut up all his woman's pants, or he cut up all her clothes and all that, and told her to get new. Get dresses and all that. You know, because he's all about the law, right? The law, statutes, and commandments, which are important, right? Are important. But it's not the thing that's going to get you saved by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know what I mean? But he cut up all her clothes, you know what I'm saying? It said pretty much you either get with it or you leave type shit, you know what I'm saying? And sorry for saying that. And you know, I'm not gonna do all that to my woman. I don't suggest you do it to your woman either, right? Especially, I mean, just overall, that's just cellular. Let her do it. Let her walk be her walk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai do his thing. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna use you to bring her to the truth, that's good. That's great. You know what I'm saying? But it may be more passive than it is active. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It may be more based on how you operate with your in your own walk that may cause her to follow you. Oh, the water, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Couldn't get through that sentence without him. I'll tell you that. The water, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But yeah, he may use your walk, and she may see like, okay, he clearly got his he got his life together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this whole Israelite thing has a, you know, has some perks to it. You know what I mean? Maybe Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will get him together. I mean, of course, she's gonna come through tribulation because, you know, this walk of bars isn't easy at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this walk of bars not a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? We're not over here just la like walking Miss Daisy out here. No, far from it. Actually, you know, we are on high alert at all times. Well, we should be, Lord willing. Lord knows I have my moments where I'm like lost in the sauce, but you know, so we need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. He'll get us right. You know, like that one song and that one movie Mulan, you know, he'll make a man out of us. You know what I mean? Or, you know, he could just throw us out too. You know what I mean? That's also a thing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai may do to you, right? You know, he's the discerner. He's the overall judge of it. You know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, of pretty much whether we make it to the chariots or not. But not to jump off to another point. Well, just to jump off to another point, I mentioned cutting my hair, right? Or my haircut, stuff like that. You know, ever since you know, I gave up lineups and stuff like that, you know, I felt the need to go to barbershops less and less. You know, I started cutting my own hair, you know, and that turned out to be an overall blessing. I'm not paying $40 to get a haircut no more. You know what I mean? That whole lineup shit is for the birds. Don't need it. I just give me some clippers and I'll cut it all off, right? I'm not bald, but, you know, I cut it real low. And, you know, I mean, it's not me talking about myself, but I'm saying like, but, you know, you can still look good. Yeah, you know, I just said, yeah, you can still look good and have no hair, or, you know, don't have a quote-unquote fire-ass haircut, or, you know, a crisp lining. You don't need that to look good. You know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, you're going to put a woman in your life regardless on what you do, on how you do it. You know what I mean? He don't give you a woman. You know what I mean? Like, you could be like not the handsomest brother. Look, this dude out here that is not even in the truth. You know, dudes built like refrigerators the whole front butt. You know what I'm saying? The stomach that goes over your fucking belt. You know what I mean? You have a whole gut, and they still get women. How about Shemal Shai is gonna take care of you? That time of Isaiah 4:1 is coming, man. These bitches don't mean shit. Yeah, I mean, I literally just did a lesson on Isaiah 4:1, but these bitches ain't worth a damn. They ain't worth the goddamn. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got bitches, fucking dogs and shit. So, of course, I'm Lord willing, you do not get a woman. You do not get a woman that has laid with a dog. And Lord willing, you know, death upon those people who have done an abominable act like that, you know, as a punishable, a sin that's punishable by death. You know what I mean? If you break that law, you are, once this whole thing, once Yahweh Shemal Shai's world is up and running, and Jacob rules, you know, Israel rules over it, everything's set in according to how Yahweh Shemal Shai wants it to be righteously. All those people who break the law, they're going to be held subject to the law. You know what I mean? Because the law is a beautiful thing, right? That was back to the point I was bringing. The law. Okay, yeah. Let's go to Romans chapter. Yeah, I'm using ChatGPT as a cheat sheet. You know. Okay, here it is. Wherefore the law is holy, the commandment holy, and just and good. You know what I mean? So that's the saying, like, the law is holy. The law is a good law. So, you know, and I mean, yeah, you can't keep the whole law, right? Because the law is good, but it's not always expedient, right? Let me see that word is in there, right? Expedient. You saw I was trying to spell. You didn't come out. You didn't sound it out. Whatever. Oh, here it is. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Right? This is saying, like, pretty much you can keep the law. Like, yeah, it's lawful for you to wear fringes everywhere you go, right? That is lawful, right? That's expedient. Like, people gotten fired for wearing fringes. You know, I'm only saying that from the accounts that I saw in the comments of Elder Manatazat about, you know, about, I think it's his channel. You know, dude kept going to work with his fringes on and getting fired. You know, it's lawful to do that, but, you know, it's not always expedient. You know what I mean? Like, you don't be able to get by in this world. Ultimately, that's what we're supposed to be doing, just waiting and watching, right? Keep whatever little laws, whatever law we can. You know what I mean? Whatever law we can. But straight up, we're not going to be able to keep 100% of the law. It's impossible. Not in this flesh. Even if I didn't, yeah, even back in the time of when Israel had a kingdom, when we were all one nation. You know what I mean? There's still people going off. You know, that's what the sin offering is for. You know, that's what that's all there for them to, you know, hey, I'm not hate, but you know, going to Yahweh Shem Shai, asking for forgiveness. You know what I mean? And of course, they were abusing it, and that's why it ended up being taken away from us. And same with the holy name, but you know, we deserve it, man. We deserve these punishments. We deserve these punishments. So, man. Sorry, I let my mind drifted. But yeah. But there's things where the law does does boost you up. You know, like I said with my haircuts. Start shaving my own hair, or with the dietary laws. You know, you get healthier. You know what I mean? And healthier. No, that's not to say healthy. I notice I didn't say healthy. I said healthier because you know, a lot of poison in this world. But you get healthier by keeping the dietary law. You're not subject to the diseases that come from eating crab legs. You're not always eating fatty foods. And ultimately, you know, if you keep it if you do this faithfully, right, you're not doing it, you know, just for personal gain, or, you know, you're doing it with a good heart. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to reward you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's going to reward you with wisdom. That's going to make you do more things that are lawful as much as you can. And, you know, and it compounds over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because by Yahweh Shem Shai's grace, we are saved. And by his wisdom, we shall be saved. And we're going to need wisdom now more than ever. You know, Isaiah chapter, what? I think it's... Well, I'll just look it up. I know it had 6, but I'm thinking it might be 44 and 6. Yeah, okay, it was 33 and 6. Sorry, Sakya. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. You know? We're going to have wisdom and fear. Or we're going to have wisdom from Yahweh Shem Shai and have the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai in us. You know? And fear of him and only him. You know? Don't go in these situations like, damn, I'm fucked. Think about, man, how is Yahweh Shem Shai going to get me out of this? You know? And it may be through death. But it also may be, you know, well, you know, maybe through another means, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Lord might imbue you with power, might have a bullet bounce off you, like, boing, like you got the skin of Superman. Yahweh Shem Shai could do that. He could do all things, you know? Was it Philippians 4:13? I could do all things through Hamashiach which strengthen me. You know? You know, it's a beautiful scripture, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scripture. And it's 100% fact. And you're blessed if you believe in this report, man. You're blessed. 100% you are. So, I'm going to end it there. I'm almost at my destination. A little quiet walk for the rest of the way. So, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yehoshai, B'Hashem, Kakodash. The bonds of the apostles and others, great men, son, that do the will, shalom to you, occupants of this word. Truth, Sincerity, and Charity. Kwame Sharala, Wa, Habla,